Hi and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be unboxing Brustro's artist drawing paper. This is an A5 size book and it says it's about 160 GSM. So all the books come with different GSMs which will also impact the kind of the thickness of the paper that is there and the tooth on it as well. So 160 is similar to cartridge paper, so it will help you to draw pretty well, but it will be difficult to do watercolor paintings on this, but it's pretty good for sketching. So let's unbox and see how this is. I got this for about $3.30 on Amazon. You could check for sales. So this has got a nice thickness of your front cover and also the back cover. And like I was saying, there are about it's 160 GSM. It has about 58 sheets inside, so it's about 116 pages. It says over here it's ideal for pencils, pens, pastels, charcoal, inks and light watercolor. So the purpose that I have got this is because I want to do like quick sketching when I'm buying new materials, art supplies, and if I'm doing unboxing and reviews, then this would be perfect for me for that. But if you're a beginner artist and if you're somebody who just likes sketching, then this is a good one to start off for you. So wire books is good because you can just fold them, you get to use good space. The only issue that you will find with wire sketchbooks is you cannot do an open dual fold like this. So you cannot do an illustration that goes from here to there without taking into account that it's going to be cut off at this point. But otherwise I think it's perfectly fine. So I'm just like showing you the entire spread. So full spread is what will be difficult for you to create in books like these, but otherwise they work perfectly fine. So I'm quite happy. I like the thickness. You can hear this is how thick one sheet is. So there's also very loose tooth on it, if you can see. I think it's visible now on the screen. So this is good. It's good to have tooth like this. I really like it because it makes sketching much easier, and it also helps you to, if you're going to be using your color pencils or your crayons, it will really hold it up. So if you're looking to get a nice sketchbook in which you want to draw something every day, then this is the perfect one for you. So let me just do a very quick sketch on this to show you how the paper reacts. I'm going to be using a pencil. I will also be using a pen to understand if the paper is thick enough or if it's bleeding through. So now this is Uniball Air Micro. This is a regular pen that I use for illustrating my doodles. So I'm going to create a couple of doodles over here right now, and then we will start outlining them. So let me zoom in and let's create some fun doodles. I'm going to create some fruits. You can feel free to draw them along with me. Maybe some leaves. I got a very funny banana over here. This is a nice orange. Some blueberries. We'll also try erasing and seeing if it leaves any marks or dust on this. So I'll erase this line after that and see. So I'm not putting a lot of pressure, but at the same time I'm not making it very light. because I want to see what happens at the back. So you cannot see it at the back, which is a very good one. The pencil I was using was a HB, so it is doing pretty well with that. So there's absolutely no inks at the back, and it doesn't show those pencil marks, and it doesn't show on this page as well. So let's now try to outline this, and then I'll also do a little bit of shading with my pen as well as my pencil. We'll probably even add some doodles. We'll make them into tiny cartoons and add some expressions. I love doing that. I love adding a tiny expression onto everyone, because then it tells a story, and I find that very exciting. The first page in a sketchbook is always very scary. We always keep thinking what we should do with it. Should we mess it up? Should we make it nice looking? It's always a pretty scary experience. I'm sure all of you artists or anybody who's like considered drawing has always thought about this, but just feel free, draw anything on the first page. Just begin. Once you begin drawing on the first page, you will lose all inhibitions, you will lose the fear, and it will make drawing a very memorable and fun experience. And that's what drawing is all about. Now let's just add the last bit, and then I'm going to use my eraser, and we'll see if we can add some little bit of colors on this. So before using the eraser, I'm just going to quickly flip and see if this is seen through. So very little bit is seen through. You can notice the little bit of drawing which is over here, but then I think it's fine because it's 160 GSM. This is bound to happen, and if it's a sketchbook, it's all right, as long as it's not going to affect your final piece, because you're going to make your final piece in a very different piece of paper. You will probably use higher GSM, but for regular sketching, this is perfectly fine. So now let me quickly go get an eraser. We'll erase this and we'll see if we can add a little bit of color here and there and make this look beautiful, cuter than what it is right now. Alright, so I have a putty eraser over here, and I also have a regular eraser, or regular dirty eraser. So I'm going to start first with the putty eraser. So I use this putty or a kneaded eraser when I'm doing any of my watercolor paintings, because I don't want any residue to be there. It works fine. And I'm now going to try regular eraser. Oops. So it's the eraser's fault, I guess. So I moved recently into a new studio. So I've been like trying to run around getting all of my things together and at least, placed well. So meanwhile, this is the best eraser that I could find. Alright, so this is an annoying part for me, all of these shavings, because I don't like them around my table, and because I paint a lot, I draw a lot, and they get into my paint. Sometimes they get into the tubes, the cakes which I have. So what I'm going to do right now is going to just dump them into the dustbin directly, and then I will come and color this. So here's a quick sketch that I made on the Brustro sketchbook. I'm really happy with this. Now let's see how the colors are looking at the back. You actually cannot see any of the colors at all. Very light over here, but that also I think it's completely negligible. So I think it's a very good sketchbook. I'm quite happy with the quality. I have been using a lot of their the other side ones. If you've seen some of my older videos, you would have seen the one which has a spiral on this side and the book opens the other way, again the A5. But I like this a lot more than that one, because I feel like my hand has more space to move in this as opposed to if it was like this, unless I'm pretty clear that I want to do something which is portrait. So I'm quite happy with this one. I hope this video was useful for you, and if you're new over here, do consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell icon so you can get notifications every time I put up a new video. See you. Bye.